Imagine a society where everyone can do the same basic tasks: grow food, build simple shelters, and care for children. At first glance, this sounds harmonious, right? It seems like a world where everyone is self-reliant, and society functions without the complexities of specialization. But there's a catch. Without specialized roles, this society would never progress. There would be no architects to design cities, no toolmakers to create plows, and no soldiers to defend against external threats. Societal progress, it turns out, doesn't come from everyone doing the same thing, but from the rare, specialized skills that elevate a community from mere survival to a thriving, complex society. So, let's break it down and explore why specialized skills are the true driving force behind societal advancement. Universal roles are tasks that almost anyone can perform with little or no formal training. In traditional societies, many of these roles were filled by women: reproduction, caregiving, and emotional support. These roles are vital for the survival and cohesion of any community, yet they don't require the same level of specialized expertise. Nearly every woman can bear children or provide caregiving, which makes these roles abundant and consistent. While these contributions are essential to society, they are shared by all, making them less individually remarkable. On the other hand, specialized roles demand years of training, experience, and skill, and they are irreplaceable. Blacksmiths, builders, and soldiers are prime examples. A blacksmith forges tools that are essential for farming, construction, and defense. A builder designs and constructs structures that enable societal expansion. A soldier defends the community and ensures survival in hostile environments. These roles are scarce, and therefore far more valuable than universal roles. It's the scarcity of these specialized skills that make them so important. The reason specialized skills are so valuable boils down to their rarity. It takes years of training to master a craft like blacksmithing or carpentry. These specialists often start as apprentices in childhood, dedicating decades to refining their craft. This requires significant resource investment, tools, materials, and mentorship, making the process costly and time-consuming. Furthermore, specialists focus their efforts entirely on one area, gaining focused expertise that cannot be replicated by someone who divides their time between different tasks. In contrast, universal roles don't require the same dedication. They are abundant because many people can perform them without extensive training, making them less tied to individual value. However, without specialists, societies would never progress past basic survival. While universal roles provide the foundation for societal cohesion, it's the specialists who drive innovation and advancement. In any society, scarcity naturally leads to a hierarchy of roles. High-value specialists, such as master craftsmen, military leaders, and architects, hold immense influence because their skills are difficult to replace. These specialists are the ones whose work multiplies the productivity of others. Generalists, like farmers and laborers, contribute broadly, but they lack the unique expertise that specialists provide. Universal roles, though vital, are shared by everyone, making them less tied to individual value. This natural hierarchy of roles is what drives societal progress. It prioritizes the training and support of specialists, whose contributions enable the rest of society to function efficiently and thrive. Specialization isn't just important for the development of technology, it's also an economic multiplier. For example, a blacksmith creates tools that allow a farmer to increase their yield, which in turn feeds more builders, soldiers, and traders. The interdependence between specialists and generalists amplifies productivity across the board, enabling the whole society to function at a higher level. Universal roles, while essential, don't offer the same multiplier effect. A caregiver may stabilize a household, but her contribution doesn't directly lead to large-scale societal advancement. The economic value of specialized roles is what allows societies to innovate, expand, and dominate. Historically, men have dominated specialized roles due to factors such as physical strength, cultural investment, and hierarchical systems. Roles like blacksmithing, construction, and soldiering often required physical labor and were typically reserved for men. Boys were trained in these trades and in warfare, while women's roles remained centered around reproduction and caregiving. This gender divide reinforced the value of specialized roles, elevating men and excluding women from the hierarchies that drove progress. Women's contributions, though critical to the survival of society, were often not prioritized for advancement, leaving them sidelined in the systems that spurred technological and societal development. Societies that rely solely on universal roles can only achieve subsistence levels of living. Without specialized roles, there are significant limitations. Tool-making stagnates, farming and building progress is slowed, and defense capabilities are weak. Simple shelters and basic roads cannot support a growing population, and generalists cannot organize effective armies or create defensive fortifications. In contrast, societies that prioritize specialization are able to innovate, expand, and develop advanced infrastructure. Specialization enables societies to thrive, whereas reliance solely on universal roles limits their potential and growth. In today's world, modern technology has blurred the lines between universal and specialized roles, but the underlying principles remain the same. Specialists, such as engineers, scientists, and skilled tradespeople, continue to push the boundaries of progress. They are the ones who create the tools and systems that allow us to improve our lives. At the same time, generalists provide the stability necessary for a society to function. It's essential that societies invest in both specialization and generalization. However, societies that prioritize training and supporting specialists will maintain a competitive edge. It's the specialists who drive innovation, while generalists help maintain the cohesion and stability of the society. The balance between universal and specialized roles is crucial for a society's long-term success. While universal roles ensure survival and social stability, specialized roles drive progress. Blacksmiths forge the tools needed for farming, builders create the infrastructure for expanding communities, and strategists defend resources and keep the community safe. Without these specialized roles, society would never advance beyond basic subsistence. The lesson is clear. Progress relies on scarcity. Specialists, with their rare skills and focused expertise, are the engines of civilization. Meanwhile, universal roles provide the stability for them to thrive. It's this delicate balance between the two that has shaped the course of human history and continues to do so today. To ensure a thriving future, societies must continue to value and invest in specialized skills while also recognizing the essential contributions of universal roles. The rise of humanity is defined by this interplay, and understanding it is key to building a more advanced and sustainable society.